Hello. Today we will have another small talk on the art of saying no, the importance of saying no, and staying happy saying no. There are instances when saying yes would be fruitful, and I will talk on that sometimes later, some days later. But today, saying no to lending or borrowing money. Neither a lender nor a borrower be. Both are bad. In business, you have to borrow money to grow. But the debt you take, the money that you borrow, must be well within your capacity to repay with a lot of safety margins. There's a saying from Hamlet of William Shakespeare fame. Neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. So you think you are giving money in good faith to a friend, but he will not pay you back. And then you will feel bad. And in this course, you will lose both the friend and your money. So this was said by Polonius to his son Laertes in Shakespeare's Hamlet before he embarks on his trip to Paris. Just a few days before COVID, there was news of the shocking death of 60-year-old V.G.Siddhartha, the founder of Coffee Day Enterprises, a billionaire, and son-in-law of S.M.Krishna, the former chief minister of Karnataka. He had committed suicide. Why? Because he had taken a personal debt of more than rupees 1,000 crores, which was impossible for him, or he thought it was impossible for him to repay. What were the other reasons? We don't know, but debt definitely was one of the major reasons which we can think of. Borrowing money unrestrained can turn you into a spendthrift. You go to a friend and say, I need 50,000. He will give it to you. You go to another friend, he will say 50,000. Okay, take it. I'm having some problems, so I will return you in a month's time. He will give you. So 50,000, if you take from 20 friends of yours, it becomes 10 lakhs. But 50,000 for each one of them is a small one. So if you don't repay by the end of 1 month, they will keep quiet. After a few months, they may say, Mera paisa lauta do. So you will return it and borrow that money from another friend. And this way you will keep on rotating the money and investing in your business. In Hindi, they call it topi pehnana or topi khumana. And this cycle will run very well till the music stops and you have no more friends to borrow money. And the previous ones keep on demanding for money. And then you are in trouble. So why get into that kind of a problem? Say no to yourself, to borrowing money in excess of your capability to earn or repay. It's very tempting to borrow money from friends because it is free of interest. And banks don't give money unless your project is good, goes through the test of due diligence, and you're able to provide a collateral security to support that loan. So you go to your friends, interest-free, hardly any obligation to pay. But then if the business tumbles, does not do well, then you are in trouble. It is impossible for the friend of yours to get back the money. It's a Herculean task. And it's not that only small people do this. Very small people anyway don't do this. But maybe middle class, slightly upper class people, but even rich people, okay? They will ask for donations. They will say they are building something with a noble purpose and a cause, and you will give, but not a single penny will be spent on that noble cause. It's a way of collecting easy and cheap money. So the best thing is to say no. It can be a request coming from your alumni that such and such person has got admission in Harvard and we need to crowdsource. These days they call it crowdfunding. So we need to crowdfund his visit to Harvard for his studies. But why? After going to Harvard, he will get salary maybe 100 times of what you're earning, and he will forget you. Why can't he take a loan, an educational loan, or some other loan? If you're actually going to Harvard, you will get that loan. But then there will be your responsibility to repay that loan. Why do you want to run away from that obligation? Why you do not want to go through the grind? So whenever you meet such people who come to you for borrowing money, say no. And the same rule should apply to you. So you also should not go and borrow money from someone else. So neither lend money nor borrow money. There may be a fear that you may lose friends or relatives, but let me tell you that if you give them money which does not get returned and you want it to be returned, then the relationship will worsen much more than before. If you're willing to write off that money, you think it's like a charity, then there's no problem. Then there'll be no souring of the relationship. But if you think that that money should have been returned to you, and since it is not going to be returned to you, you will lose that friend and relative of yours along with that money. So say no to lending money or borrowing money. It's a great example which is taught to us from Hamlet by William Shakespeare. Thank you, and we shall meet again another day with another talk on either no or yes, but the words will be one of these two. Thank you.